Hey, I'm Cale, the Venom Manager for the Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary, and we have been very excited here at our sanctuary because we have a news story that went very viral. And it was really exciting to be able to see so many people commenting on this. So basically what happened was we were doing a venomous snake handling class where we teach people how to safely relocate rattlesnakes using proper safety equipment and snake tongs. We do a lot of these classes, something I really enjoy teaching, and we had NPR come out and they watched our training class, and they made this excellent article that went on their website just documenting all this. And in our training we actually talk about the research I do. And so I have this fake leg. I actually call it my Robo-Leg because inside it looks like it's got a metal framework. It flexes, I can control it. Well, as part of our training, I talk about a research project I did years ago where I stepped on rattlesnakes. The project was to be able to show people that rattlesnakes aren't as aggressive as we think. It's not as aggressive as we're taught, often on television and YouTube. So this article was published in a scientific journal called Biology of the Rattlesnakes 2. It was a peer-reviewed journal based off of a symposium that was done in 2011, which I also presented research about that there. So this was a long time ago. The article was published in 2017. Well, in the article, we just documented Western Diamondbacks because that was the main rattlesnake that we encounter around here in Arizona. But after the research, I started doing more. After the published research, I started stepping on all 6 rattlesnake species that you'd find in the Phoenix metro area. And I'm still continuing this research. And so I've added to it. A lot of people said, well, what happens if you step on a Mojave? And so this data has been really good to show that they all pretty much act the same. And what they do is they try to get away, all right? So we wanted to make this video to answer some of the questions that people had based off of this NPR article, and a lot of people have been sharing this on Facebook. Sometimes what was shared was summarized, and so people didn't get to hear the full things that we were teaching about the research. But anyway, some of the questions were people said, you know, this is a fake leg. The snakes are going to be able to tell it's fake, and they're not going to strike it. Well, the thing is we are big, predators to them. When we approach a rattlesnake, they do have excellent vision. They can see us. They're wondering, are we a threat? And this big thing, which I don't know if they can really tell what it is, if it's a foot or not, is swooshing them. It's putting down enough pressure to restrain them, but not hurt them. And I just do it for about 2 seconds, and then I release, and I'm recording, what would happen from like an accidental step. Well, the snakes like to pull out. They're like, whoa, I'm getting stepped on. They try to get away. They don't want anything to do with it. Very few of them actually struck the boot. Out of 175 total rattlesnakes I stepped on, there were 6 of them that struck. So obviously, don't step on a rattlesnake. I tell people, I'm not teaching you to step on a rattlesnake. That's what some people were posting. I'm trying to show that even when they were being stepped on, their main behavior was either trying to hide or get away. So just leave them alone, and they'll leave us alone. That's really the whole gist of this. Some of the other questions were, people wanted to know, well, this isn't heated. They're not going to be able to see it. And their heat sensing pits don't work like that. They actually can sense heat. We believe that from studies, it's a very close range. So when a rattlesnake goes to strike a mouse, they're going to be able to fine tune that strike and hit it right in the hottest part of the mouse. It's going to ensure a good bite, a lot of venom. It's going to stop that mouse. Well, I actually looked into the heat. I actually picked a black boot on purpose because they hold in heat. And when I checked the temperature of my boot and this boot, it was very similar. Sometimes it was the same. Sometimes, because this is black, it was a little hotter than my boot. And so I even tried heating up the boot to match my temperature. But make a long story short, I didn't see any differences in striking or not based on the temperature. Okay, but the thing is these snakes were, being stepped on, and they reacted how I thought they would react. They try to get away. They want nothing to do with us. I always like to end our presentations and every time I'm speaking on research with this advice. They want nothing to do with us. They don't chase us. They're not aggressive. You just give them distance and you'll be safe, okay? If you happen to ever get bit, there are people that get bit, they reach their hands down in bushes. You can get accidentally bit, just get to the hospital. It's the only thing that you can do. Take off jewelry, get there calmly, get anti-venom. And so it is very easy to stay safe around rattlesnakes. Just give them room and they'll leave us alone. Wow, he really moved. Okay, I think it's this way roughly. Okay, I got it. Yeah, he didn't cross the road. Boy, we're so close to the road. He's right around here. Oh, he's right here. I can see him. That's crazy. I was standing right here earlier. He's right there. So we just found Mojo Jojo. He's right up against a major road. This is a road that gets lots of traffic. This feels like my own children. I'm scared for him. I don't want him to cross the road. Just across the road here, next to that dead cactus, is where he hibernated all winter. So as soon as he came out of hibernation, I brought him back over here so get him out of somebody's yard. Well, he's actually already been run over. I don't know how he survived, but we found him, he had all this scarring. It was the thickness of a tire tread. So maybe he got ran over in the dirt and it helped him to survive. Maybe he got ran over on the asphalt. I don't know how he could survive that. But you can see we're right in the middle of all this traffic. Mojo Jojo, you're giving me a headache. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, Mojo, see you later. Be good. And don't you cross that road.